Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 12. This is the flashback week. It's week 7. Due to technical difficulties, we weren't able to cover it when it actually happened. But there is good news, because there was a sacrifice, but you also got something here, because we have Ocelot.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Back from his exile. Which,
Yeah, man, what can I say? People just don't take to war crimes very well anymore.
Yeah, I know! It's messed up! Backdoor Boys immediately clearing out Mirana. No surprise there. Hollywood like Tennyson, very vulnerable to Vans, I think.
Ogre ban.
Yep, no Ogre Magi. Gonna see no Ogre. I would not be surprised in the next ban is Jakiro getting rid of all the two-headed dudes.
Seconds remaining.
Backdoor Boys and the Rosh Ryders. It's certainly going to be an interesting game, if nothing else.
5 seconds remaining.
You know how Manoy is. Manoy always plays crazy. The Rosh Ryders as an entity, they always play crazy. It's gonna be insanity collides.
Just think, these players didn't know that they would be finalists.
It's true. I mean, they didn't know they would be finalists, but let's just be real here. You gotta be at least a little
They
confident.
probably knew. Yeah, they probably knew.
By the way, no Jakiro. And of course, I'm sure you're talking about the Rosh Ryders.
Yeah, well, of course.
The finalists, yeah, the final match, Rosh Ryders versus Smells Like Team Spirit. That's, I believe, the last game we got. Coming this Sunday. It's not going to be a best of 5 like we thought it was going to be, so we cleared out like an entire goddamn day for nothing.
5 seconds remaining.
I
sad
didn't
is
clear
that?
out anything. It's fine.
Team pick.
No PL, huh? You really thought they were going to draft that PL up first pick phase? That would be interesting.
Dire team pick.
Disruptor! One of those other guys who's just kind of coming to prominence in the latter half of the tournament here.
You know, I
Yep.
believe I've said it before, but there was a period where Silencer just got constantly picked, right? And he was just the de facto, we have to pick him before the enemy team does. He's just that genuinely, just a permanent issue. You can just stop fights for several seconds once you have BKB, right?
Right.
Or Manta. But to a lesser extent, heroes like that fill the same role, more or less, are Disruptor and kind of Earth Spirit in the right situations, but that's
Right.
it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of games this tournament that were really decided on Disruptor ults. Like that Disruptor ult, the Static Storm, especially with the arena there, it is so crippling, especially if you're able to get that crucial Roshags. Just stick that on him for free, or if he's just able to get like a Philo and pick it up.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
It's a very
there's-
good skill.
There's no shortage of the possibilities of Disruptor as far as team fight options go. You can pair him with almost any hero and you can do good.
By the way, first pick Spirit Breaker because that's just what you do this meta. Spirit Breaker against Disruptor, I'm not a big fan of that matchup. I don't know how well it's going to go for Rosh Ryders.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, Spirit Breaker just gets 99.9% of his charge and distance up to his target and just gets sent back 6 miles.
And the Pudge.
Alright,
I like that.
The fat man cometh, and he cometh to
there you
town.
go.
He's the fat man with a fatter plan.
I hope we get to see at least one time Pudge cancel his own Spirit Breaker's charge.
Is that gonna be
If,
PVC on Pudge?
Yeah, we'll see if
Good question.
Rush Riders plays the Pudge on 3 different players in this tournament. This is what they're aiming
Yeah.
for, I think.
Timbersaw, man, lots of mobility and repositioning so far in these first 2 picks on both sides.
Right, yeah.
In different value too. You got Disruptor for the displace and Timber for movement, then you got Spirit Breaker for the movement and Pudge for displace.
Right, yeah. It's very interesting there. You also have a good combo on the Timbersaw Disruptor. You know, if you're in the arena, Chakram comes in. It's one of the nastier things. You just BKB or
Oh
die.
yeah, you get shredded. You can't leave. You're forced to sit there and eat it, and Timbersaw can W in on out all around. You're not feeling good.
The only downside is that right now, Timbersaw's stats are low enough, I feel like he's pretty easily countered.
I'm kind of
He's got-
surprised they banned Jakiro considering that Disruptor, because I think that Jakiro Disruptor is like the nastiest. Like, you normally want to send a couple of tanky people or like a tanky character and like, I don't know, 1 support to the offlane. I feel like Disruptor Jakiro is a deadly as hell dual offlane.
Or just a deadly as hell combination of supports as well. I mean, there's not that much you can do about the two of them combined. And, you know, they are... One thing people do sleep on is that, while they're not... I wouldn't call either of them particularly tanky. They're definitely not the squishiest supports. Jakiro in particular has some decent strength to him. So, boy can be hard to get out of the air.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, yeah, Jakiro actually has stat growth. They're not quite in the same level as like Winter Wyvern, for example, but stat growths are pretty strong.
Yeah. That's why people are doing funny things like Jakiro 3 and 2 right now, is because Jakiro can be pretty
That's
tanky.
true.
Just
Yeah,
start
with
2 deals.
Shard, he can just build like Dragon Lance and pelt you from like a distance with his super special auto attacks.
Yeah, crap you don't want to be dealing with. No Ursa, by the way, which is not a bad idea with the Timber Saw there. Timber Saw does not like to see that guy. No OD.
Ursa's a pretty solid man.
Probably one of the most broken heroes in the game right now, so alright, fair.
No Lie Stealer, another good anti-Timber Saw, and anti-Disruptor too if you can time your skills well. That is kind of unfortunate thing about the Backdoor Boys. Their bans are going to be very predictable. They also need to get rid of Jug.
Plot twist, they banned ODs as someone on their team they don't want playing him won't playing him.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising for the Rosh Ryders, to be honest with you.
Honestly, actually, I'm gonna put this out there. I think a really, really dangerous combo. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure you can clone Pudge with Shadow Demon's Q,
10 seconds.
and I think that they gain Rot if he has it active when he's copied.
5 seconds.
I'm not sure about that.
It doesn't
Yeah, I don't
sound
think
right,
so.
but it could be.
I don't necessarily think so. It's worth testing, though.
I vaguely recall being able to do it with picking up illusion runes. You can just like turn on Rot, pick up illusion runes, and just send them in. That or it was a bug. I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, no Shadow Fiend, no Drow Ranger. That is unfortunate having to leave Jug in the pool like that. Jug can really mess both of these guys up pretty bad. Certainly better against Disruptor than Timber, though he can
You're
spin his...
saying they're
spin
gonna
his-
saying they're gonna pick Jug on Heelys?
I hope so.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe.
I mean, hey, it
don't
doesn't
think that's
necessarily
ever-
need to be
I think
Heelys.
there's-
He could be...
There's two
could be
heroes
both.
that they're never picking on Heelys again. It's Jug and Void. I'm pretty sure those heroes aren't getting picked.
You could pick it on Moon. I mean, he's no stranger to
I
running
guess.
weird twos. No Windrunner, by the way. Windrunner is banned from the premises.
I could see immediately why they'd ban that. Spearbreaker's already got to deal with Disruptor. Doesn't want to deal with getting shackle shot into a tree every time he charges in.
Right.
10 seconds.
And he certainly doesn't want to have to deal with the focus fire. I mean, it's really, really sad if you bulldoze through
5
focus
seconds
fire, but
remaining.
Yeah.
if focus fire hits you when bulldoze is down, you are dead. You are on the floor.
Yeah, I gotta say, Spearbreaker really doesn't like characters who can just throw out like a single target, nearly instant cast spell that can stop you dead in your tracks. Like Bane with Nightmare, or Fiend's Grip if he's quick enough on the Darkness has the wind up on it. Shackle Shot, Sniper if he's got that Assassinate trait that makes it come out really fast.
I think that's his
OD
axe.
and Shadow Demon. Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's
Right
nice.
Jeez. But yeah, just anyone with a single target ability to just completely make you stop and stand still, it is sad. Also, getting swapped like an inch in front of your charge and then the VS just sits there and stuns you, does that stupid chicken taunt away from you. Personal experience on that one, it's really miserable if you ever get to feel that one.
No, see
Are
what
we
you
getting
really
three
do.
randoms?
Oh my god, yeah. What you really do, the real,
Team picked.
No.
Sand King. The real
Getting an
patrician, the patrician play is to play VS, get refresh roar, just swap Spearbreaker multiple times while he's charging. Just make him take
You
forever
know,
to get there.
I just realized both teams right now are in a really good position to pick Bloodseeker.
Could be, yeah, they got a
Bloodseeker
lot
counters
of...
the absolute hell out of Spearbreaker, Pudge, and Sand King. And Sand King double because he can't use any of his shit if he's forced to stand in his cloud and he gets W'd. And look, another one that also would be really good against for Bloodseeker to counter.
Yep.
Jeez.
It was a very...
Also, speaking of single
Yep.
target shit that hits you instantly and makes you stand still, Spearbreaker ain't looking so hot.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Spearbreaker
I don't think
is,
Sand King is looking that hot necessarily either in this game.
Yeah, no, like between Disruptor and Shadow Shaman, that's already pretty bad, but hypothetical Bloodseeker on either side, I think spells doom for either team.
yeah, Bloodseeker
Like this,
will be real
this looks
bad.
like a way worse Sand King game than it is a
speaking of-
Spearbreaker game.
speaking
Like
of-
it's
yeah.
both bad, but
Yeah, also, speaking of Doom, Doom would also be a really good pick for both teams as well. I don't know about Rosh Ryders as much, because they already have 3 strength heroes, and they're all melee.
Yeah, that's true. Rosh Rider's going to have to bring some range to the table.
is that what they're
For
doing?
sure.
5 strength melee heroes?
You
That
know,
would be
honestly,
funny.
I think they could get away with like a troll warlord on their team on Rosh Ryders.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's the
God.
anti-mage.
That's an anti-mage.
All of these heroes get hit like twice and they lose half their mana pool.
Yeah, this is gonna suck a lot
What?
for Rosh Riders.
It needs an answer. I
That
don't
does. That
necessarily
definitely
think there's
needs an
one in the
answer.
pool.
Well, OD's not here. They banned him, so Shadow Fiend. They're a little hosed looking, I think.
Anyone play Arc Warden?
Wait, no, actually, it's Bloodseeker can still counter Anti-Mage.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you hit him
Blood
with-
Seeker counters anti-mage for a
need to
while.
you need to win in 20 minutes. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Bloodseeker counters anti-mage for a while.
Nah,
There's
just
going to be a
Death Ball.
point where anti-mage just walks up, beats the crap out of him, doesn't care anymore.
I don't know, man. You got a Death Ball. You have to, like, walk with your team and just reserve ult for Anti-Mage specifically. Grim Stroke. Okay.
TJ Stroke.
Wait, how
Pudgy-
does... Hold on. How does Charge work with Grim Stroke? Does it?
No, it just doesn't do anything.
I think
That's
it makes
sad.
it, like, retarget the next person, actually, when it hits.
Yeah,
Some
you
spells
just
are,
target,
like, on
you target the second guy. The
That's
guy
pretty-
you didn't target.
That's actually kind of good. It effectively
you-
hits them twice.
You just start charging, you just split in half.
Yeah. Just rips himself in half.
I don't know what the
Oh.
Rosh Ryders lands are, but that's nothing
Ricky,
new, I guess. I think Pudge is mid. Pretty sure
Actually,
they're gonna...
I guess Ricky could have countered Anti-Mage theoretically, and Shadow Shaman. Hmm. Man, they really need something good for their 5 down there. They need an Agi hero who's gonna really rip some stuff apart. Why'd they
I
bother
think,
banning Storm Spirit? Why'd they bother? They're not gonna pick him. They've already got Anti-Mage.
Maybe like
Yeah.
PA, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure, this is a game where
PA is gonna get ripped apart by all of those heroes.
this is a game where you definitely have to respect the Doomsday Clock. Like, it's way too late to try and go late against Backdoor Boys
Spectre.
Rosh Ryders.
Spectre might not be a bad idea.
10 seconds remaining.
Spectre, huh?
Spectre can eat almost all of what they're throwing at her, and she can more or less walk it off. The only real threats to her are Shadow Shaman's Lockdown and Timbersaw's Pure Damage. She can effectively just wade through Disruptor ult, and Anti-Mage is lethal, yes, but he's way squishier than Spectre. Oh no, dude. You
Alright.
need...
Definitely
you need-
cancel that, Spectre.
Yeah, you need a miracle.
What the
That
hell do you
backdoor
do now?
lineup is really deadly.
What the hell do you do now? That's a very
It's a really
awkward
smart
question.
lineup, wow.
10 seconds.
It's a bit of a greedy lineup over there on Backdoor Boys, but I don't think that was
PA
the play to
comes in
make.
after all. I mean, I don't know who else you go with. I think PA is your best possible option. It's still not great, but like,
Hell, I'd still almost prefer something along the bar of Arc Warden, actually.
I don't think Healy's plays Orc Warden. Maybe he does. He's
I don't know,
played
man.
like 700
I-
games of Orc Warden.
That's true, but I'm just going off of like what is the more effective pick option here, rather than what is the more effective who can play what option.
that
Yeah,
is
this
true.
Pudge is excuse me. This Pudge is Moon's playing Pudge. Wait,
Yep,
okay,
it's,
PVC's on Grimstroke. Okay.
BBC's on Grim. Healy's is on PA. It's Moon's turn today.
Yep, 3 different positions played on Rosh Ryders on Pudge.
And we got our man Rada over here on Disruptor. I'm gonna just pray for Rosh Ryders really quick, because I'm not meaning to be offensive here, but they're looking up shit creek, man. They are facing a nasty like early, mid, and late setup between all 5 of those heroes.
Here's the
We've
thing with
seen
the Rosh
Rada play
Riders.
Disruptor in the playoffs, and it's looked really good. So there's
Here's the
that.
thing with the Rosh Riders. Rosh Riders have taken these broken drafts like this, and it's like a coin toss for them. Like 50% of the time, Rosh Riders have these drafts that just look horrific, and then the actual execution is so perfect anyway that it actually doesn't matter. And then the other half of the time, they just get eaten and
I
shredded.
suppose,
I think Backdoor's gonna punish for this.
Yeah, I can already see that Grimstroke's Inkswell alone is going to be comboed specifically with PA, Sand King, and Spirit Breaker, maybe Pudge if he gets Blink.
Yeah, they definitely
But,
have a good Grimstroke game, if nothing else.
They
Oh,
got
great,
that,
it's Waifu Anti-Mage.
Yeah, it's like Anti-Mage Jr.
Anti-Mage Jr. So that's like the Anti-Mage, like what Donkey Kong Jr. is to Donkey Kong. It's gonna be some really wacky,
I
what's
like
going on
Mushroom
now? What's this
Shaman over here.
protest?
He's mad.
For battle.
What happened?
Bro,
what
he's
happened?
not
maybe
happy.
Maybe he's not happy about the Shroud. I wouldn't be either.
Yeah, me neither. This is not. Oh, this is not the draft of the year.
like-
I don't think.
It's like 80-20 just based on draft alone.
But again,
All right, boys, get your funny sound effects out of the way.
But again, if there is anybody who can save like a really awful looking draft, it is the Rosh Ryders. We've seen them do it before. We've seen them play it perfectly, play around the enemy weaknesses perfectly. The only problem is what are the enemy weaknesses? I guess like no
Yeah,
real
they're playing
ability.
backdoor. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, let me identify here. So, between Shaman, Bristle, and to a lesser extent, Anti-Mage, they've got pretty decent wave clear and some good tower damage if they really try to press for it. They can really take a tower early if they decide to. That's around like the 15-minute mark, I think, is where we're going to see a real shift in dynamic where Anti-Mage is basically going to disappear off the map, possibly go around farm wherever absolutely humanly possible. And then we're going to see Shaman and possibly Timber ganging up and going for easy picks, while
Battle begins.
seems like Disruptor might just stick around and bodyguard Anti-Mage. Bristle can do basically whatever.
Right. Yeah. Bristle's gonna have a very open game. Like, there's not really anybody on the Rosh Ryders lineup who can do that much
Bristle
about him.
mid apparently.
Yep, that's a Minoy classic. He likes his funny little bristle mid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be blunt. I like bristle mid more than I like the Timber Saw mid, especially.
I mean,
this
hey,
match.
I can't judge. I'm a guy that likes to run aggressive, no stun Rubik mid.
Bristleback level 1. Or getting some interesting mid
build, too.
matchup here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess that there is a weakness on the Backdoor Boys. It's like outside of Timber Saw, they're gonna have a bit of an issue with.
Oh no, the courier.
Rip Courier,
That's
Rip
it.
Stick.
Yeah,
It's actually a
that's
pretty
Shadow
big thing to lose.
Shaman's. The Shadow Shaman's really fair 76 base attack damage at level 1.
Yep. The outside of Timber, they don't have a great chase ability. I mean, Bristleback can right-click people, but like he needs to build like a race car to be that great about it. Especially this game when you do have some ability to sort of kite him around. So they can definitely, if they really go after it, they can do some funny hit and run strats. I think to pretty good success. But that's like the best they got. If they ever have a
God.
straight fight with Anti-Mage past like 20 minutes, they're dead.
Anti-Mage is a little courageous going with just Mana Break level 1. Oh no.
Combination Bean is very courageous
Alright.
going with Death level 1.
So,
The
he was
trademark
playing
shot.
that lane pretty well up until that happened,
Yeah.
just exploiting the
This is
kind of auto attack damage that Shaman
yeah,
has.
exactly. I want to point out this is a topic I like to bring up, but there's this effect with playing Shadow Shaman, right? He right clicks so hard, makes you feel like you're a slightly late early carry, you know? Like you've
Right.
got just a couple of damage items, you're a bit beefier and hit harder than the rest. Makes you feel invincible. He's got decent armor rating, he's got good damage. His attack and move speed are crap though. So the second someone decides they want to kick your ass, you've got nowhere to run. You've got no escape skill. It's like this. It's just the illusion of being
one thing
bigger than you
I
actually are.
one thing I don't like, I do not like the Shock level 1,
Ooh.
baby. Not when it's like
Harass.
not when it's like barely double your auto attack damage. Like that is not particularly worth it. I'm gonna at least pick up the just a lot of damage on Healy's here.
Ooh, that was close.
Really was not expecting the Inksful, I don't think. He certainly didn't play like he was.
Mm,
It depends on how quickly you're planning to get level 2 in the lane. 'Cause if your core, CS is every creep and you get level 2 in like a minute and whatever, it's fine.
Ooh, got the last
Even
summon
then,
tomato. Oh, the reversal.
Nice.
I don't know if that was intentional, but that was stylish looking.
Even then, I just feel like with Shaman, it's like the worst thing you can get level 1. Like there's just, no matter what the situation, I think the other two are pretty much just going to be better.
Got a point, yeah.
I mean, Hex is pretty useless level 1, but
We're kind of seeing this effect
Shackle,
again.
I
where-
agree with Shackle's level 1.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing this effect again, though, with Shadow Shaman acting a lot tougher than he actually is. Like, that 5 armor rating and the damage really does make you feel stronger than you actually are, because the second any magic damage gets thrown at you, or anything starts hitting you consistently with a good base attack speed, you really start to see the difference in that outward DPS. You just kind of start losing that race, and you do a lot of damage initially, but as we're seeing here, you might be below half over there on Grimstroke, but then, The tables are turning. Oh, wait a minute. He's got
Oh,
shackles.
shackle, yeah.
Oh,
Here comes the saw.
Oh, yep, it's gonna
And,
get him.
Alright,
He reacted just a
PVC pipe cut
little
down,
too
but-
late.
Is under attack.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna matter how late she reacts. She's still gonna pick up the kill there fairly easily. Timbersaw within the chain, unfortunately for him. Yeah, the especially I think the big thing with Hex 1 here is that Hex 1 I think would have prevented the first blood just because it messes up Inkswell really badly and it messes up PA trying to chase. Like, just forces her to blink and she might not have that option open to you by the end of the Hex. It's not a long Hex, but, you know, still something, Something. I just don't like Ether Shock. Like, yeah, if you think about it, like, at level 1 especially, you know, it's doing 140 damage. Well, you're doing, like, 75 damage. How much is that doing after most heroes' magic resistance, right? Like, not much, basically. Really basically the same as your auto attack. Same reason I'm not a fan of the level 1 Mist Coil. Like, you're just a less efficient way to right-click somebody, basically.
Yeah, take it up with Tortellini or whatever.
Yeah.
Tortellini.
Taking it up with Tortellini. Taking it up with Combination Beanie.
Taken up with the blue mini.
And Jambi the Genie.
That's a lot of people to be taking it up with.
And Benito Mussolini.
Sending a very long list of complaint letters that won't get read.
Yeah, for some reason I don't think Mussolini's gonna be checking his mail anytime soon, so.
Damn. Historical joke. Okay. Actually, take a look at bottom. Looks like we got something going on down there. Oh, never mind.
A little bit of a sinking, funny
yeah,
lane plane.
I saw a bit of damage going out and saw some mono bars getting low, and I thought something was harassing. No, it's just anti-mage harassing the crap out of them.
I like the no snot build on Bristle.
Already has a
go.
Vanguard. It's nearly 6 minutes. Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, he's rushing right into Ags here.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna be
funny
if
if he,
Ooh.
Ooh. Just shave off about half a Pipe's life bar. It's gonna be funny if he gets Ags before he actually has a level in his snot.
Yeah, that's gonna be really good, actually. I don't think he's gonna be able to pull that off just yet, unfortunately.
That would be funny.
Unless he decides to level Statch with... Here's the thing with Bristleback. You'd think that he has great stackers because of how tanky he is, but no, it's just purely as... that's
Oh,
sad.
That is no damage, baby. That is.
honestly...
We grabbed him from the back.
That was like bait, if anything.
Yeah, honestly, if he had just, like, pretended like he was... Oh, he's dead.
This is pretty
He needs a
dangerous,
TP. He needs a TP from Shaman yesterday.
He's dead.
Well, Shaman's on Bristleback's team, so TP from Shaman make that even worse.
Well, no.
He needs a TP
because
from
Spirit...
Spearbreaker.
Yeah, it's because Spirit Breaker was coming in. I was talking
that's
on
it.
Bristle because I honest to God thought he was about to get jumped by the whole Radiant, by the whole Dire team.
And the
But
problem
no.
is, right now, what the hell can anybody on Dire do to him? They have nothing to say about him for a while. Like I said, this is a very free...
Yeah, I still say that, like, if it weren't for the fact that they banned them, Ursa, I think would have been a good idea at some point.
Sorry, we couldn't see that that kill on Combination Beam. We had to look at Manoy's funny banner.
It looks like there's gonna be more kills up there.
Oh my God! We're here to witness the public execution of
No,
the Centaur.
all those jungle
That is
creeps,
a
not a
big fact.
single one got him. God damn.
That's reactive armor for you, dude. You can't die to
Oh,
jungle
no,
creeps.
Hollywood.
Oh my God. That is the most stacked camp of all. Oh, this is about to be a rich Grimstroke. This man is salivating looking at this creep stack. Look at this. You're about to hear the world's biggest ching.
PVC pipe looking to, become
Oh,
another
the Keen Optic too. This guy's having a good day.
Dire's structures.
PVC Pipe about to be a millionaire.
Dire's
Was the intent of the stack for PVC pipe to farm it?
Oh, but
yeah, like,
it's
who
Timber.
else?
Oh no, dude.
Dire's middle tower.
He lost most of his health. Now he's silenced. Oh, this is not
I'd be a little
good.
dead.
Here's
He did
Inkswell.
kill the ghosts,
He doesn't
but...
have enough mana. Never mind, he does. He's too close.
Okay.
Woo!
Timber's
Damn,
all
boy.
in on reactive, though.
Yep.
He wasn't actually in as much danger as it looked. He was all in on reactive, which on one hand meant he was never going to die. On the other hand, meant he had no recourse to stop that.
Yeah, if he
Just
happened to miss that chain, he would have died.
Shadow Shaman has returned.
Sure has. Yep. Had a little bit of a jump here. Dive of the tower here, mid.
Dire's
Pipe is,
middle tower is
it's in a little bit of danger here.
Oh, especially if
Not
the
Shadow
snot comes
Shaman.
out.
It's like not Shadow Shaman. Look at him. He's like Shadow Shroomin.
He kind
Like a
of is.
mushroom head.
Dire's
Spirit
bottom
Breaker's,
tower is
Hollywood.
under attack.
Got some fairly low levels on Rosh Ryders, which is
They're getting a lot of
hampering them a
utility
little
out of
bit.
their skills is the thing, and I believe they're just allocating more of the EXP to their big names. Oh no, you mistimed
sad. It's probably doing that for Burrow, not for the charge.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blink away.
Prevent the chain stun.
Yeah, he's
I'm
fine.
kind of surprised he didn't greed the bounty room there. You know?
That would be funny. And
Ooh.
combination being randomly dies off screen. This is another one of those funny everything happening everywhere at once
Caught out in the jungle by Pudge.
yeah.
Pretty swift death.
type games.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is
Moon's
under
Moon's not exactly bottom of the scoreboard himself. He's actually holding pretty tight right now.
If you look at the net worth charts, so the poor lad, he's really hurting compared to the man he laned against. I think that's like, yeah, it's over
Well, Pudge
nearly 2
Pudge can't farm at all, so
Yeah, that's
really
true.
the problem there.
That's true, but he does
It's
have an
literally
alternate
the
way
farm
of making
capability.
money. He has an alternate
That's
way of
true.
making money, and he has not been able to do that yet. Oh, good timing on the ink slow.
Oh my god!
Maybe not as good timing, but still, it doesn't matter at
yeah.
all.
But it's still dead, yeah.
Rada
This is why you get
decimated
phase
me.
boots on Spirit Breaker and you hit it while you're in mid charge.
Dire's courier
Or Shadow
did he do
Blade
anyway?
in charge.
Yeah, Shadow
Yeah,
Blade
he-
specifically is also
He's
good too.
he's building them, but he is like super poor right now. Look at that net worth, baby. He is
Yeah, and the Rosh Rider supports are very, very poor at the moment.
Lethargic.
yeah. These guys are gonna be on the side of the road in a cardboard box in about an hour.
And you got like Jeffrey Bezos Minoy over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I like Ghouls playing Ward War with Timberthaw.
Lloyd
Like,
does not care.
Oh boy.
yeah, like
He could not possibly care less about
it's
these two.
Bristleback. Like,
Oh, he's dead. He is mega dead.
no matter what happened there, the Bristleback was about to happen. Even
Oh,
Hollywood.
Legitimately, he
no!
does
Oh,
not
no!
care at all. Look at how uncaring that
Ugh.
was. What,
Dire's bottom tower
what an execution.
Dire's
Just casually walked up to them and they both died.
Yeah. Oh, maybe make that 3, baby. I hope Pudge hooks him. Pudge
That
doesn't
would be
want a
funny.
piece of this, baby. He is out of here.
Well, yeah, did you see what just happened at the bot lane?
Oi, this kinda sucks. Maybe I could get some here.
Oh,
Okay,
oh my
Timber's
little
got a
deadly.
super die at least.
Here
He has
comes
a lot
Spirit
of money.
Breaker. He's silenced. This is their chance.
yeah, it's
Oh my
looking
god,
dead.
they might actually do this.
Okay, Disruptor!
Oh
Big guy.
shit!
It didn't stop him from dying, of course, but... This is-
Yeah.
Shadow
this looked
Shaman, you need
good.
to drop. Oh, he doesn't have snakes. No! You have the book in your backpack. You fool!
Yeah,
Sad.
what happens?
Sad.
If he had dropped snakes and then his ether shock, you might have gotten like 1 or 2 of them.
That's very tragic.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah, that would have been a really nasty place for snakes, but unfortunately, combination being is illiterate, just can't read.
I guess.
The best part is you can use the snakes to like wall off that little path down out of the jungle that he died on.
Yeah, buy time.
Yeah. Spirit Breaker is saying he could have probably like gone over it, but hell, even PA could break. It's like I said earlier, they have lots of like innate mobility. The only person who doesn't have some way of messing with movement or inhibiting the enemies is Grimstroke.
I mean, even he has some inhibition of the enemy's movement in a certain
Yeah.
light. I mean, well, actually, hell, what am I saying? Soulbind.
Soulbind.
That's very inhibitive.
And
Well,
his
it
inhibition
only
of this
really
game
affects it if
continuing.
they're trying to move in opposite directions.
That's true.
Are they giving up? Is that what they're saying in chat?
No, it's like, you can let me walk away. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
don't kill me.
From the specific little danger
Yeah.
down here. This is another like game box art moment here.
Yeah, it kinda is. I don't think
like you
this is a
get-
kill if it's 1v1.
Ocelot, if you saw this on like an N64 box art, would you buy this game?
What's it being marketed as?
Dota 2.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but it's on the
that's what I'm saying.
N64. But what's it being marketed as? Like,
Did
is it
let him
being
walk away.
like, what's the selling line? You know?
5 versus 5.
Radiant's
Tactical
bottom tower
action.
is under attack.
I'd probably rent it from Blockbuster because it's like the fucking late 90s, early 2000s.
Probably, yeah.
So, sounds like the worst tagline I've ever heard, to be honest.
5v5
exactly.
tactical action.
But hey man, it's better marketing than Earthbound got back in the day.
That's true, yeah.
That's true.
It's not
Stinky
this
game.
game.
Stinky
That's
game.
not what it said. That's actually.
That's what the campaign was. I mean,
That's the
it's true.
campaign, but that's actually worse than what it was. Like, this game stinks is
This
somehow
game
better.
Stinks.
This game stinks is somehow better than Stinky Game.
I guess that's true.
Stinky.
It's
Very-
like
very
something,
important, you know.
something Sia would say. It's like, Stinky Game, dude. Stinky Game.
Okay, that
What's the
sells it.
service?
That sells it. We're gonna name our team Stinky Game.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
What the hell is their picture? I can't make that out. Is it like?
What, the Rosh Ryders? I'm not really. I've never
Yeah.
been sure. I think it's DMX.
Potentially.
Also trademark
Oh,
Shadow
it's
Shaman
Mr.
snake
Seer.
circling a tower. It's gonna die in like 5 seconds.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
14-minute tier
Ah!
2. That's not bad.
Timber tries to take the typical anti-mage team fight contribution there for the tower. Doesn't get it.
Radiant
Backdoor Boys has some very quick tower push right now. I mean, it's 14 minutes and all of their tier 1s are gone, and
Yeah, the
the tier
T2.
2 is also gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could take outpost right now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's very quick. It might be the quickest tower push we've seen
Dire's top
so far.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
Shadow
under
Shaman just being here like, my ancestors, my ancestors, my ancestors. Just can't find anybody.
Oh man, I just
Shadow
realized
Shaman seems
PA's,
surprised. Nice
PA's
grimoire.
catching up in farm. Oh, this man is doomed.
Yeah, it's dead.
That was a massive waste of ult.
It happens.
Yeah. Like I was saying a minute ago, though, PA is catching up pretty quickly in farm. And that's something that they don't really want to have happen, because I'll be frank, if there's any one carry who just has the, by sheer virtue of RNG, the chance to completely turn a game up on its ass, from unwinnable to how the hell did we win that, it's PA.
Right.
Too many games I've seen PAs dodge like 17 times in a row and then get like 27 consecutive crits or some BS like that, you know? Just
like,
That's true. Like,
completely demolish an
with-
enemy team.
with anti-mage, like, you know what you're getting, and you can fairly well predict his spikes. But with PA, you know, you can get 20 random crits in a fight.
Yeah,
That
just
is-
get
that
random
is something we have
crit.
to-
She can just start critting on every creep. She starts to just go into Rice in the jungle, and she walks out mysteriously at like 27 minutes with like full Abyssal Blade, Divine Rapier, and Heart of Tarrasque, you know? Satanic and all that.
I'd just like to point out, by the way, Chris, I saw you changing your power treads to Ent right before you blinked there, buddy. I'm
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
you.
there you go.
Smurf detected, ban him.
Yep. Get rid of
That's
him.
true. That's who tread switches with this MMR.
It's a good question.
What a nerd.
You do, Randy.
I don't tread switch.
I used to, when I
Too
used
lazy.
to play old, like, before they reworked how Rubik works, I used to actually tread switch him when I ran in mid. It used to be pretty effective. Used to be.
Used to be a renegade. Used to fool
And
around.
then, if I got lucky and got Vambrace as a jungle item, I just tread switch both at, like, the same time. Just suddenly gain, like, 400 max HP out of nowhere. Just enough to shrug off like a finger of death. It was really funny.
I like the Rosh Ryders. Rosh Ryders trying to siege down T1 here, T1 top, but they can't really do that because the Backdoor Boys going
Yeah,
after the
Backdoor's about to
T2
come for
mid,
another tier 2.
and the last T2 in fact.
Yeah. It's not 20 minutes yet, and all of their outer towers are dead. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
good,
that's
baby.
troublesome.
At this point, it's starting to look like neither Anti-Mage nor PA are ever even going to get there, you know? And they all had to back to T3s. Rosh Ryders.
That is not something you want to see a team that's losing,
This
let
is
alone
nothing
winning,
you
yet.
want to see. Okay, they don't care.
Yeah, they didn't see it in
Oh.
time. That's very sad.
Yeah, she was behind that one tree in Fog. Okay. It's-
Yeah, man, Fog of War is powerful.
3-man smoke on the Rosh Ryders, but they ain't gonna.
You know what? It just occurred to me. You know what? They didn't ban him, I don't think, but they probably could have taken Monkey King in place of PA this game.
Monkey King, huh?
Monkey King can actually stick around and fight heroes like Bristle, even a little bit, even anti-mage, and can hit hard enough to really punch through his agi
Another in
and
here.
kick his ass.
Yep, they
There's
stand out.
Only
the
Spirit
Rosh.
Breaker, though.
Yep. He's gonna
See
beat
Rada.
up the. Yep, he's gonna beat up Rada, but
Oh,
that's a
the
pretty
bait.
good Grimo, but
Unfortunately, no one's in range.
yep. The one man who
Oh,
can do
they're
something
all
about
getting
is Sand
split.
King, and just goodbye Sand King. getting
Oh,
shattered.
no, dude.
Fat man in the pit of shit. Goodbye.
They just got split and then hit in that fight. Like, 3 people getting killed on one end of the fight, 2 people getting killed on the other. They can't do anything.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, the dig. The dig.
The Chauvel.
Yeah, Spearbreaker digs his own grave. I mean, they did miss the one person that they really want to get killed, but again, like I said, it's starting to look like PA's never going to come online at this point. Like, Bristle's just going to get bashed like 8 times in a row.
Well, here's the thing about Bristle. Bristle peaks, like, really distinctly. Unless you build specific items which reduce his obscene durability and his, like, just his spell life steal shenanigans, he peaks pretty hard.
Right.
PA, on the other hand, you don't want to see PA with, like, a consumed moon shard, like, Ag's Blessing, Satanic, and full
Right.
BKB and shit like that. It's just...
Oh, no.
Oh no,
turning.
the arena and the blade.
Ooh.
The arena and the chakram.
Okay, good turn. We're gonna pretend that was intentional bait
Oh,
from Dusty.
Grimstroke is gone,
Yeah.
dude. They can't stop this.
Never mind,
Oh, that was
Grimstroke.
good.
Grimstroke hooked out. And again, like I was
Grimstroke
saying,
Bristle.
Manoia,
Sure,
Manoia
got
avoids another die virus situation.
Grimstroke,
Yep.
you were playing a dangerous game, my
well, it
man.
would have been the first actually, because it hasn't happened yet in this timeline.
Is that gonna kill Timber?
Oh, sure.
No, almost.
It is
They're
not even
definitely
20
gonna
minutes.
take-
Goodbye, T3.
Up 20-minute tier 3 here.
tower has fallen.
Manoia's
Ooh,
Aegis, he doesn't care.
Vicious hook.
It is not 20 minutes. Goodbye, Range Drag.
Dire's middle
This game's not looking good. I mean, they got smashed early and they don't have late.
Oh no, the static really should have ulted in. Spearbreaker should have gone in with an ult.
Well, Spearbreaker, that was the enemy disruptors, so.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
Spearbreaker should have gone with the ult and broken them up and kept them around long enough. A couple of them are gonna manage to splinter away, but
Get him here.
Manoia's
Wait,
actually
Manoia
very dead.
instead.
wow. What is doing all that damage to him?
God, okay.
It's
he
not so
almost
much-
double kill there.
It's not so much the, it's not so much like Manoia in and of himself. Dude. What was that? It wasn't so much the damage itself, it was the Spirit Vessel on him.
I see. Yeah, you're right, actually. He did get that Spirit Vessel after all.
Yep.
Timely.
Yep, the Spirit Vessel there definitely led to his downfall. As well as the fact that Anti-Mage kind of just broke out halfway through the fight there, just said no more of this, please, I'm out. Still
As
can't.
many anti-mages want to do, I suppose.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people like to get farm items for anti-mage early in, like Maelstrom or, you know, Battle Fury.
Battle Fury.
But I'm actually kind of partial towards.
Never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
good
Never
technique.
mind. Oh my
That was
god.
Pretty sick.
Oh,
That was pretty
Hollywood. Hollywood's
Also,
gonna be crying his
yeah.
eyes out.
PA just found a really nice jungle item for herself, a Quicksilver.
That is pretty good, yeah. Again,
Now,
PA
let's
with
see
a
here.
Quicksilver, it's one of those
Lola.
one of those characters where the Quicksilver is always going to be on at the time you need it most.
Sequels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the
This
double
time,
bash. Oh, another great ult.
Yep. But they just don't have the damage to tank through that right now.
Yeah,
That
Manoia
Spirit
is actually
Vessel.
taking quite a bit of damage now.
Yeah, that Spirit
You
Vessel.
see, this is what I was
uh,
talking about, where I mentioned this before with Phoenix, but much like Phoenix, Bristleback has an issue. Bristleback has like increasingly high plateaus of what you need to have at this point in the game where you start falling behind, and he has about 3 points where he reaches specifically like a specific level of difficulty of being able to be killed, and he's about at his second plateau right now. He
Right.
got his in his early game. He got Vanguard, and then he followed it up mid-game with his Ags. Now,
Yep.
Lotus Orb isn't necessary. I feel like he could have gone for something different, personally speaking. But one more item, and he'll effectively be at the I have to be killed at this phase, or it's too late.
Yeah, always
speaking
like
of-
Lotus against Grim.
the
Just
mute-
makes it so
I
that
just-
he can't
I
initiate on
just
someone in particular.
realized he's got the Essence Ring.
Yep.
That is just unfortunate.
Yeah, Lotus against Grim, pretty good. And the only way they really have to break it is maybe like a Bro or Dagger, which aren't that good either. I do like it.
Dire's middle
They are still continuing. And notably, one thing that they're doing, check out who's here, check out who has to be present for this defense, right? Oh. Big Sand King ult there.
Okay.
Gets about half of Bristleback's life knocked off, but unfortunately
Another
it's 100%
great
Oh my
Sand
disruptor
King.
ult.
god.
Yep.
They're in the middle of the snakes.
And Manoy just kind of kills 4 members of the Rosh Ryders
Manoy
there.
survives, but it's gonna
Too
his
many
teeth.
snakes.
Where is PA?
PA is right,
Right
here.
here.
Dude.
Oh,
PA was offsides killing the support flow that was happening.
I don't feel like that was the right
Okay.
target, but ultimately it looks like it might play out. But unfortunately, Bristleback is not Bristleback,
boy.
Timbersaw.
that's
And anti-mage.
lovely.
they got
That's a
buyback.
lovely- That's a lovely AM team fight contribution. Getting a casual
Yeah.
godlike streak.
Casually picking up a godlike streak and then getting a T3 for his troubles.
PA bought something, no buyback for a sec.
Tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Never mind.
Oh no, this might be a
Poor
mistake.
Dusty.
Oh, he is surrounded.
Yep.
Oh, they picked up on anti-mage.
Okay.
Actually, he may have
Interesting.
overextended a little. Oh, nice Manta dodge. Manta dodge in this bracket.
Yeah, AM's fun.
Dire
I think there's some things in Dota that have like the spy check clause, like even these, I think everybody Manta dodges now. Pretty much without exception. They did get the second rack down here doing this. They did get these racks open. So even though they lost a lot of men doing that, it's very hard. It's going to be a hard proposition for Rosh Ryders to sort of come back from this when PA is going to have to be the wave clear here. She's going to have to be the one dealing with the super creeps, and super creeps ain't no good money at all.
And
It's
they
like-
didn't lose AM, so.
Yep, Anti-Mage not only didn't die in that, he also got a godlike. Like,
Hey, it hasn't died this entire game.
or she, because it's the waifu Anti-Mage, you know.
Yeah, sorry.
See casual ultimate orb for her.
If I
Scouty.
had to assume,
Yeah,
it's
probably.
either a Scotty, might actually be a Lincoln's just for the
Oh,
casual
okay.
protection. For
The
casual protection from like Burrow Strike or Pudge, maybe
the-
Grimstroke.
the courier's just hanging out in the secret shop. It is in fact going to be Scotland. Oof. Randy, you're a doctor, right?
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
Is this as the doctor of Dota? Is this terminal like?
It's pretty over. I mean, they didn't have late and they didn't win early at all. So like, what do you do?
Yeah, they had like 30 minutes to win it, and PA was behind Anti-Mage pretty much the whole time.
The sad part is
Manoy's,
that PA is still catching up, but she's
Yeah.
not on Anti-Mage's level is the problem.
Right.
It's-
Behind anti-mage, even though she got 9 kills and you're up 4. I mean, kind of a
Right.
problem there.
I mean, hey, at least he got 4 A's as well. I don't know if PA has any A's. Oh, she actually does have 4 A's. 9, 1, and 4 has so much kill contribution yet. Still.
Yeah,
still
I'm gonna
not
be
on
honest.
control.
I feel like she shouldn't have gone with the Blight Orb early. I feel like that was a bit of a wasted initial investment. May have set her back in the long run.
Maybe. I mean, I'll just be blunt enough to say I don't know if anything wins you here. This is a really hard game when it got executed like this. Are going to very,
Interesting.
That
very
would have been a good
casually.
Grimwald if Combination Bean didn't get blown up immediately.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Rigger going really deep here.
Oh no! Oh no!
Good disruptor
Double!
ult.
No. Holy
What an odd little
crap!
fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
run. Oh, he got caught. He's gone.
Yep,
This man
not-
is dead.
Oh, Bristleback only just now showing up.
He's
very late
alone.
to this.
He's gonna chase down Spirit Breaker. He might get away with it, but he's very
PA
alone
has
still.
PA wants nothing to do with this. PA just completely sold her team
man.
out.
Yep.
Bro,
What's
Healy's
Bristle
where he
sitting
goes.
on now?
Healy's is like the best possible person to be able to do something about it, and she was just, and PA was just like, no thanks, I am saving my bacon. Like, how many fights do you think you're gonna have, PA? It's like your last time you're ever gonna be able to do any damage.
I gotta pose the question here. As far as like relatively high position Bristleback goes, what is like your item of choice if you had to build him in like a relatively pause 2-to-1 position, right? If you had to.
If I'm doing it,
My opinion is to go for Desolator.
Deso? Yeah, Deso can definitely work. If I'm gonna be like a millionaire and I know it, I always like to get a fairly early Octarine.
Octarine secures your tankiness, but if you're
Yep.
looking to bypass the plateauing gameplay of having
Well-
to constantly play the game of abating your mortality, I like to opt instead for unceasing aggression. Just get like
the thing with
3 Quill
Octarine,
Sprays, 2 stacks of
thinking-
Snot, you can basically 2-shot people.
I don't think you need Deso because it just gives him more of what he already has. Like,
yeah, the
in
thing with
spades.
Octarine is
That's
you don't
flamethrower.
just get nice. Oh, good hook there. The thing with Octarine is you don't just get the spell steal, you also get the CDR, which is arguably more important here. Just lets you beat the crap out of people here. Yeah, going pretty deep for this.
No, bro.
Fan
My
of
God.
knives. Randy, you a fan of knives?
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan.
The Sand King getting killed by the Bristleback. Passive. BKB up on Manoy here. I don't think they were expecting that at all. Manoy charges at himself for a second. Oh my
Healy's
God.
BKB is pretty destructive too in this fight.
Oh god, Anti-Mage. Oh,
Anti-Mage just...
the
got
beast
slapped.
is slain.
That,
Yeah,
that's a very interesting
They
fight there.
didn't get Mega, honestly.
They didn't get
That's-
Mega, they didn't get the PA either. They didn't
They're
even
still at a
bring PA like
10k
half down.
disadvantage, but PA's now on top the board for net worth.
Yep. They didn't even get PA like half of PA's health there. It's
God,
not
this is
great.
only just cresting.
Yeah,
30
this is
minutes.
30 minutes, baby. It's 30 minutes. It's 29 to 24. It's almost 2 kills. a
Nearly
minute.
double the kills over the score or the time. My God, I gotta be honest with you. Feels like at this point, not BKB, Satanic feels like a bit of like a shortstop site. Like, I think PA needs something a little greater than that.
That's
I really like that disruptor ult.
yeah.
That
Okay.
was the most ambitious overconfidence I have ever seen, and that was a dieback.
That was a dieback, I believe. Let's check it out.
Was
Is that a dieback, or did she just not say? She just
No,
didn't
it's not a
say.
dieback.
No, it looked like a dieback because she was dead for so long.
Yeah, she's just disproportionately level compared to her team. If you look at the chart here, it's like PA is almost
Yeah.
10 levels higher than Sand King, and
You
until
know,
1 second ago was 10 higher than Spirit Breaker.
I'm not sure what it's because of, but I've got to say this right now. I feel it's more of a detriment to place all your eggs in one basket and allowing someone to just amass all of the farm and EXP in one map than it is just not evenly distributed, but to make sure that your supports at the very least can keep parity with you in a fight.
I mean, one of the problems is here is like,
Oh boy.
you know, they're very countered. Like, what the hell? Like, you know, Sand King, for example, Sand King was like farther up the. He's with the supports. It's very sad. He has less Ingram. If Sand
If
King
he's
has
further
like,
up, he's about as useless as he is now because he's
Yeah.
countered, is what you're saying?
yeah, he's like anti-mage just eats him anyway, you know.
Sand King is. Oh no. Oh, spider legs on Anti-Mage. Oh, that's gonna be horrifying seeing that skittering through the trees after you.
They had to glyph for this, but the
Look for casual megas here.
very casual megas.
Oh, he wants the ult. He wants the
Snakes.
ult.
Snakes are gonna
Here
make
it
this
comes.
really tough. Yep. Big ult, but unfortunately it was behind Bristleback, so he just died instantly.
Yeah.
Seems to happen to Sand King a lot. He
Ely's
just
is
eats
here,
into the
though.
Bristleback passage. Yep. Ely's is here. Anti-Mage could not care
This
less
doesn't
about
care.
him.
Yeah.
Noah just basically 3-shot a
Okay,
Grimstroke.
he cares now.
Rip PA.
Oh my god.
He definitely cares now.
Super rip PA. Super rip the game.
Oh, as
This
expected.
is it, Chief.
It's like,
Like the MKB pickup
Is
too.
Pudge gonna go on a
Just a
fishing trip?
further.
Manoi, they kind of changed how
Fucking,
fountain damage works.
Nice.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he's still healing through it! Holy
Yeah, it's
shit,
fine.
what? Oh,
anti-mage! What a bro!
Nice.
What a bro! I like Timbersaw pretending he has as a punch hook.
Get down, Mr. President.
Oh my
There
god!
you go.
Moon just threw his headset on the ground like that is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
That was
And with
pretty
that,
sad.
that's it, baby. Rosh Ryders are execution experts, but it does not matter. You can be the god of execution. I don't think you're executing this much of a draft disadvantage, unfortunately.
The executioner has come for the execution.
But Combination Beam was the first to call GG, so this actually is a victory for Backdoor Boys, or for the Rosh Ryders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Backdoor
That's
Boys.
how it works, huh?
Yeah. Oh man, what do you say to this besides ouch this draft?
Actually, it didn't occur to me at the time, but you know who probably would have been a better pick than Pudge? Axe.
Ooh. Axe does attack. Yeah,
Axe
would be pretty
really,
good.
really shits on anti-mage hard.
Yeah, not somebody anybody on that lineup likes to see. Not somebody Bristle likes to see. Not somebody Anti-Mage likes to see. Certainly not anybody Timbersaw likes to see. The worst thing in the world, actually, especially early game, is to have a Chakram in a spot. Have a Chakram that you're using for skirmish, right? It's away from you, and then Axe just blinks and hits Q on you. It's like, it doesn't matter if you don't lose that much HP because you just lost your entire mana bar.
Yep.
Super sucks. Yeah, Axe would have been really good here, actually.
Yeah, Axe would have been good. I still say the combination of Axe and Bloodseeker. If they had swapped Pudge for Axe and say PA for Bloodseeker, I still think they could have been. Because dude, think about it: double Bloodseeker with Grimstroke.
They still get outskilled.
They didn't need to. They didn't actually need to get rid of the PA in this
I
case.
mean,
You
yes,
could,
but
you could
Bloodseeker
drop.
bullies everybody early.
You could drop Sand King for the Axe and drop Pudge for the Bloodseeker and kind of have your cake and eat it too. I think get a better chance to actually win out that early game.
That's also true.
Because Sand King, if there's one thing that I'm definitely noticing game over game is that Sand King really just, I don't know, maybe he sucks right now. Like it just seems like every game all Sand King does is just like ult half of somebody's health bar at the start of the fight and then die instantly. Like it just seems like he's way better for Burrow right now than anything else he's got. Like have we seen, Randy, you've seen all the games, have we seen one like game-winning epi in this tournament?
Not really. Maybe it's just
Have we seen one fight-winning epi?
Not the way the teams like to play right now, I suppose. Getting caught by epis.
Maybe. I don't know. It just feels like the big lesson from this is like it's Sand King right now is just kind of a mistake. And it's like, I do think part of it is that Sand King is very greedy for the position he's in. He really needs a lot of money and especially levels for a 3. Like if you're in a position like you were this game where you're 10 levels below your pause 1, you have nothing to offer even in the best of days. I can tell you that much for sure. Yeah, just an ouch of a
you
game.
get like epi pulses that are just worth like 2 auto attacks.
But ultimately, the unfortunate thing about this whole situation is I don't know what to say except this is just not a draft to... I mean, this isn't a draft to win like any game, to be honest with you. This is not the draft of the year. They did have some really cool moments in this match despite it, but like, yeah, I don't know. This isn't one of those where it's like, well, if they did this, if they did that, no, I just don't think they were destined to win this one, unfortunately. And it's against a very, very, very strong team, too.
Finalists.
Yep. But they didn't know that when this happened. I mean, you can make the
That's true.
assumption. I think everybody kind of assumed Backdoor Boys final. But, yeah. Well, see you next time for Game 2.